Whenever Africa appears in the headlines, it's often about conflict. But is the continent simply at war with itself? There's more to the story: history, politics, greed, outside influence, and also resilience. To understand today's conflicts, we start with the scramble for Africa. European powers carving the continent with a ruler and a pen. Borders were drawn without regard for ethnic groups, kingdoms, or local ties. After independence, those artificial borders forced rival groups together and split communities apart, planting seeds for future conflict. Imagine being told your neighbor is now in another country because of a line on a map. That legacy still shapes politics and identity today. So history set the stage. But it's not the whole play. Next, how power and politics turn these faults into flashpoints. Weak institutions, leaders clinging to power, and manipulated identities often push societies toward violence. Politics is a big reason conflicts persist. Some leaders stay in power for decades, stoking divisions to survive. When governments are weak, armed groups claim to fight for justice, but often it becomes a fight for control. Conflict shifts from rights to power. The state itself becomes the prize. Then there's resources: oil, diamonds, cobalt, gold, riches that can fund war instead of schools. Warlords and corrupt networks fight to control minds and routes. Chaos can be profitable. This so-called resource curse prolongs conflicts for decades. Outside powers also play a role. During the Cold War, rival superpowers backed opposing sides. Today, foreign interests, security deals, arms sales, access to resources can inflame local conflicts. Outside help sometimes stabilizes, but outside meddling often makes solutions harder. Still, these are causes, not inevitabilities. What headlines omit is the work for peace. Regional bodies like the African Union push initiatives such as silencing the guns. Local leaders and communities are rebuilding trust after conflict. Young people are driving democracy and innovation, creating alternatives to violence. Where investment reaches people, education, clinics, jobs, tensions ease and hope grows. Cities and communities across Africa brim with life, creativity, and resilience. Activists demand accountability, leaders emerge who want unity, not division. So when you hear about wars in Africa, remember, history, politics, resources, and outside interests matter, but so does human agency. The future isn't written, peace is possible, and many are already building it. If this helped you understand more, share and subscribe for more context beyond the headlines.